most people, every day isn't about moving and managing money. Most of us have bigger things to tackle, jobs to do. Money shouldn't be the focus of your day. Our job is making sure it stays that way. Questions answered, time saved, confidence restored, and every day improved. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Honda True. Discover 3 tiers of vehicle coverage that work for you. Only at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. The inspection is just the beginning. Honda certified pre-owned means peace of mind with incredible benefits like 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage, up to 2 complimentary oil changes, 24/7 roadside assistance, inspection report, and 3-day exchange option. Check out all the benefits and search inventory at honda-true.com or come by Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda in Rapid City.
Summer is coming to a close and fall is fast approaching, and it's time to start thinking about getting those fall-based crops in the ground. Barber Custom Ag is your local source for all your small grains and row crop planting needs. Give Sean a call today and talk to him about options for any of your planting needs for this fall. That's Sean Barber of Barber Custom Ag, 605-515-3632, 605-515-3632. Find and follow him on Facebook too.
Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. At Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Rapid City.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Shouldn't be the focus of your day. Our job is making sure it stays that way. Questions answered, time saved, confidence restored, and every day improved. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our Quality trade-in. Scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your delivery with instant cash offers to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical...
Hello and welcome to New Underwood on this Thursday afternoon. We are under 4 minutes away from getting rolling here for some junior varsity volleyball to start today. It's the New Underwood Lady Tigers taking on the Lemmon Cowgirls. Both teams are 10-8 on the year in terms of their varsity squads, so it should be a pretty even matchup. Coming into the game, New Underwood has dropped the last 2 games that they have played, both being on the road. The first of that stretch being against Hill City. The second coming at the hands of Moore High School in Rapid City. So coming off of a 2-game losing streak are the Tigers, and let's see if we can rally and get behind that, turn that around here today. But before then, like I said, we are warming up and getting ready for some junior varsity. So we have about 2.5 minutes before things get going. And in that time, I'd like to take a moment to thank all of our wonderful local sponsors here. Through the Live Ticket app, a lot of these people that sponsor what we do are local. And so I would like to take a moment to say, take some time and be sure to shop small. So that being said, here's a word from our sponsors.
The cars, trucks, and SUVs you're looking for are at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Shop imports and domestics, many local one-owner trade-ins, plus the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. With qualified credit, buy with no money down, and get financing available as low as 1.99% APR. Great prices and low finance rates make now the best time to buy. See Danny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com. Finance rate available on select Honda certified pre-owned. Length of contract is limited.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with Colton, who's right here in the area. And a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Want a successful farming season?
Welcome back here to New Underwood. Just about set to go for set number 1 of the junior varsity matchup between the New Underwood Tigers and the Lemmon Cowgirls here on a dreary Thursday afternoon. Today's the first day all year that I would outright say that it is cold outside, ladies and gentlemen. The weather is kind of bleak out there, a little bit of rain that might freeze overnight, as a matter of fact. So we'll keep an eye on that as the two teams for these junior varsity ladies are set to go. Huddles break, and they are setting up on their respective sides. Hopefully, you found a nice, cozy spot on the couch or wherever you are to sit down and enjoy some volleyball today. So, without further ado, the whistle blows and both teams take to their sides of the court. A little bit of discussion before the game. And we await service. The Lemmon Cowgirls set to serve in what is again the junior varsity set, ready to start the day. Up and over it goes. Fielded by the Tigers, however a little awkward. Off into the far end of the bleachers. Received by a teammate on the bench. Point Cowgirls, service over the net. Off of the net, back over into the Tigers side of the court. Met at the top of the net into the Cowgirls defense onto the floor. Bring the score 1 apiece. Tie ball game, Tigers set to serve. Cowgirls set under it, tap it over. Tigers are there, ready to return. Up and off of the ceiling, however, they are able to control it. Cowgirls set up on the opposite side with a spike. Center court to the Tigers, ball hits the floor. Point on the board for the Cowgirls. 2-1 is the score. Up and over the net we go. Diving save by the Tigers, however, not enough to get it back over. Another point given to the Cowgirls. Early 3-1 lead here in the first set of junior varsity volleyball. Cowgirls set to serve. Over the net it goes, fielded by the Tigers. On the far side, up and over the net, back into Cowgirl territory. They set up to do the same. Hefty push over to the Tigers. However, they're there. Return fire out of bounds on the far end of the court. Point given to the Cowgirls. 4-1 lead early in the first set. Up and over the net we go. Fielded by the Tigers. 2 sets and a spikes in a court fielded by the Cowgirls. Set up to do that again. Light little tap over fielded by the Cowgirls. Tigers are there. Set up for the spikes in a court too far, however, a little too much on that. As it sails out of bounds. And bringing another point to the Cowgirls. 1-5. That'll bring it to. No Underwood sets up. Spike down the middle. Cowgirls can't get there in time. Ball hits the floor. Points for your New Underwood Tigers. 2-5. That brings the score to. Tigers set to serve. Up and over the net we go. Cowgirls make a sliding save, however, not enough to get control and over the net. 3-5 the score now. Tigers narrowing the gap here in the first set of volleyball today. Up and over the net on the Tiger side. Cowgirls are there. Met at the net by a Tiger. Attempted block coming up by the Tigers, however, just over their fingertips into the Tiger defense. Can't quite control it. Ball hits the floor. Lemmon Cowgirls with another point. 6-3. That brings your score to. Service by the Cowgirls comes up short of the net, giving the Tigers a chance to retaliate here. 4-6. 2-point lead for the Lemmon Cowgirls. Set number 1 of junior varsity volleyball. Up and over the net we go. Whistle blows. Rolled inbounds. Point given to the Tigers. Narrowed the gap to just 1. Up and over. Cowgirls ready for it. Tap it over to the center. Tigers hit it over in one tap. Couldn't quite get anything set up there. Right in the hole, the Tiger defense. Again, ball hits the floor. And that means Cowgirls get another point. 7-5. That'll bring the score to. Diving dig coming out from the Tigers off that serve. Back and forth we go. The Tigers trying to get underneath it. Can't quite get there in time. Sends it clear back to the opposite end of the gym. And another point given to the Cowgirls. 3-point lead for Lemmon here early. Service up and over. Whistle blows. Too far on that. Another point given to the Tigers. 2-point lead. Tiger serve up and over. Lemmon establishes control. Hits it back into Tiger territory. Tigers can't quite get control of that one. Off in the near side of the bleachers. And another point given to the Cowgirls. 3-point lead. Set number 1 here today. Up and over the net we go. Chetzel tap for the Tigers. However, fielded by Lemmon into the gap of the defense here. Getting another point on the board. 10-6. First team to get to double digits is the Lemmon Cowgirls. Some miscommunication coming out from Lemmon there. Couldn't quite decide who wanted that one. So, ball hits the floor and the Tigers given a chance to serve. Up and over we go. Spike at the net by the Cowgirls. However, the Tigers are there, ready to return, and they do so. Tap over by the Cowgirls. Tigers do the same. Back and forth, a little bit of awkward handling for Lemmon here. Another point for the Tigers after things go awry there. Up over the net. Tapped over by the Lemmon Cowgirls. Received by the Tigers up over on their side. Couldn't quite get a decent serve coming out of that. And not enough power coming over. And ball comes up a little short there. Hits the net, hits the floor. Point to the Tigers. 10-9, the gap is just 1. Junior varsity set number 1. Right into the center of the Cowgirls. Attempt to return fire. Can't do so. Right into the center of the net. Point given to the Tigers. Tie ball game. Set number 1, junior varsity. Up and over the net we go. Cowgirls there to field it. Tigers set to return. They get underneath it, however, not quite enough to get it over. Ball into the net, into the floor. Point given to the Cowgirls. 11-1. Service directly into the net. Trading serves back and forth here early in this one. Some miscommunication there. Can't quite get underneath it in time. Ball hits the floor in Tiger territory. 12-10 rather. Lemmon Cowgirls with the lead. Service awkwardly fielded by the Tigers. Sent into the bleachers. And that'll give another point to the Cowgirls. 13-10. Service into the net. Make that 11-13. Cowgirls still on top. Three taps and over for the Cowgirls. Can't quite do the same on the Tigers side. A bit of awkward fielding there. Another point given to Lemmon. 11-14. The Lemmon Cowgirls with the lead. Service up and over. Underwood able to dig that out. Sets up for the spike on Lemmon's side. Blocked at the net by the Tigers, however, out of bounds. Point to Lemmon. 11-15. Set number 1, junior varsity volleyball. Back and forth we go here. Up and over for the Cowgirls, fielded by the Tigers yet again. One taps it over. Lemmon does the same. Back and forth we go. Whistle blows. And point given to the Lemmon Cowgirls. Widening the gap to 5 points. 16-11. Make that 17-11 as Tigers can't quite return the service there. Ace for the Cowgirls and a 6-point lead. Whistle blows. We're set to return to action. Tigers to field there. Gentle tap over the net. Whistle blows. Point given to the Tigers. Good setup there, resulting in a point. 12-17 now. Tigers set to serve. Diving dig from the Cowgirls results in a point there, giving them another chance to widen this gap. Sitting at 6 points yet again. Another point given to the Cowgirls. Pretty standard set there. Just can't quite get proper footing from the Tigers and return it over. Cowgirls serve over yet again. Tigers there. They return fire. Cowgirls set up. Spike across court, however, out of bounds is the ruling. 19-13. Tigers serve over the net, fielded by the Cowgirls. Some power coming out from the Tigers on that one. Bounces off the top of the net. Hits the floor. Point given to the Tigers. Up and over the net we go, fielded by Lemmon. Set up for a spike, however, not communicating who was going to take the initiative there. Comes up short on that one. And that gives New Underwood another point. And a whistle blows. Timeout is called. And that means here's a chance to take a listen to some of our local sponsors. And for me to tell you that we encourage people to shop small, and many of these sponsors come from here in the New Underwood area and the surrounding local businesses here, and they're more than appreciated. So stop in and see some friendly faces as you listen to some ads.
Seed Company in New Underwood loves to provide great pricing, up-to-date agronomic advice, speedy load times, and exceptional customer service. Now, we carry lawn care products, Photoxin pellets and tablets, liquid fertilizer, seed, and chemical in all different sizes. Please give Hefty Seed a call at 605-754-6170 for anything you need to make your future farming season a growing success. Everyone at Hefty Seed Company wishes everyone a safe and wonderful school year and the best of luck in all your sports seasons.
R&R Trenching in New Underwood, South Dakota is your go-to source for all your trenching, digging, and gravel hauling needs. Tyler specializes in water lines for cattle, winter and summer water, digging basements, and installing water and sewer lines for new home or business construction. If you need it dug, R&R Trenching can dig it. Call Tyler at 605-431-2354. R&R Trenching in New Underwood, proud supporters of the New Underwood Tigers and all surrounding communities.
Danny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet.
Welcome back to set number 1 of junior varsity volleyball. Missed the point for the Lemmon Cowgirls there. Pretty standard service there. And add another one to that total as the Cowgirls widen the gap to about 7 points in set number 1 of junior varsity volleyball. Set to serve over the net it goes. Fielded by the Tigers, returned in one go. Set for a spike on the far side from the Cowgirls. Tigers can't get there in time. Gentle tap over results in a point for Lemmon. 22-15 is the score here in set number 1. Whistle blows, up and over we go. New Underwood one taps it over. Lemmon not quite prepared for the immediate return. Can't get under it in time. Ball hits the floor, and point given to New Underwood. Their turn to serve. Over we go. Fielded by the Cowgirls, however, hit out of bounds. Another point given to New Underwood. 22-17. Set number 1. Tigers serve over the net. Cowgirls scramble to get control of it. They do so. Tap it over the net. New Underwood's not ready for it. Ball hits the floor. 23-17. 2 points away from taking the first set of junior varsity volleyball are the Lemmon Cowgirls, as some discussions are had bringing in a substitute here. Cowgirls ready to go up and over the net on the serve. They do so, fielded by the Tigers, trying to set up to return, and they do exactly that. However, Cowgirls had a little bit better control on that one. Set up to get some power on that spike, giving them another point here. 1 point away from the set. First set of junior varsity volleyball and the first set of volleyball here today. Service out of bounds, giving the Tigers a chance to retaliate here. 24-18. Tigers ready to serve. into the net, however. It comes up a little bit short. And that'll bring an end to the first set of junior varsity volleyball. 25-18, your final score in set number 1 today of junior varsity volleyball. So while they get set for set number 2, it's time to listen to some more ads, and I will be back shortly.
Buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. At Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Rapid City. Danny Menholt.
When selling your home, your personal style may not be for everyone, but RE/MAX agent Bart Miller with the Miller Group has the skills to help more buyers see its true potential. The right agent every step of the way. Contact Bart Miller with the Miller Group in Rapid City for all of your real estate needs at 605-391-2645. The Miller Group is a proud sponsor of all new Underwood Tiger activities.
Cook Veterinary Clinic in Rapid City offers veterinary services for
Welcome back to set number 2, junior varsity volleyball here. Lemmon Cowgirls took the first set over the Underwood Tigers. Huddles break, and it looks like the Tigers are set to serve here. Yet again, final score set number 1 was 25-18 in favor of the Lemmon Cowgirls, giving them the set lead here of 1-0. Best of 3 in junior varsity as we await the serve for set number 2 and a whistle from the refs to get underway. Some smiles on the court here as it appears our line judge is having a good time. And up and over we go. Tigers to serve. However, a little bit short. Into the net it goes. First point to the Lemmon Cowgirls, set number 2. Cowgirls serve. Fielded by the Tigers, tapped over in 3 hits. Fielded by the Cowgirls, set to spike. They do so. Cross court, however, too far. Point apiece to start set number 2. Whistle blows. Point given to the Cowgirls there. 2-1. Lemmon Cowgirls set to serve. Set number 2, junior varsity. One of the judges at the net having a discussion. Serve taps the top of the net, rolls over to the Tigers' side. Returned fire. Cowgirls not quite there in time. Ball hits the floor. Point given to New Underwood. 2 points apiece here today. Back and forth we go. Cowgirls establish control, hit it over into the holes of the Lady Tiger defense. Another point given to them. 3-2 your score. Set number 2. Junior varsity volleyball. Service, awkwardly handled by the Tigers, goes straight to the floor. Another point given to the Cowgirls. 2-4 is the score as I make adjustments to our scoreboard. And away we go. Spike on the near side coming out from the Cowgirls, fielded by the Tigers, and they return it over the net. Set up yet again. This time to the center for the Cowgirls. Spike ruled inbounds. 5-2 the score. That volley there right into the middle of the Tigers. Can't quite get underneath it in time. However, point given to the Tigers. Not quite sure what the ruling was there. Nonetheless, 3-5. And back and forth we go. Spike coming out on the far side by the Tigers, fielded by the Cowgirls. Up and off the ceiling fan here in New Underwood. Our famous low ceiling. And messes up timing just enough for the Tigers to put a point on the board. Service up and over, yet again into the ceiling. This time one of the support beams back down in to Cowgirl territory. 5 points apiece. Tigers tie it up. Discussions being had by one of our judges on the floor, the Lemmon Cowgirls, figuring things out. In terms of who needs to go where, whistle blows. Service up and over, dug out by the Cowgirls, however, into the net, onto the floor. 5-6. Lemmon Cowgirls in the lead. New Underwood narrows it down to 1. Over we go. Cowgirls not prepared to return that one. 6 points apiece now. Tie ball game, set number 2, junior varsity volleyball. Up and over we go. Set to return by the Tigers. They do so. However, didn't have enough on that to clear the net. And a point is given to the Cowgirls, and they are set to serve. Back and forth we go. A little bit of miscommunication on the Cowgirls, but they get it over regardless. And set up for the spike. Met at the net by some Tigers. Dug out by a Tiger in the back end. Hit over. Returned by the Cowgirls. Interesting volley there. Action at the net. Punched over by a Lady Tiger. Set up to return. They do so. Cowgirls set on the far side. Spike it across court. Tigers establish control up and over. Most competitive volley this far. A dig by the Tigers. Whistle blows. Point given to the Cowgirls. Excellent effort there, though. But whistle blows and point given to the Cowgirls regardless. Service comes out awkwardly fielded by the Tigers. Ball hits the floor. 9-6. Service absolutely rocketed into the support beam here in the low ceiling in New Underwood. Whistle blows, point given to the Tigers. And we continue on. Retaliation on the serve into the net on the Cowgirls side. 9-8. Cowgirls holding on to a 1-point lead. Service awkwardly fielded by Lemmon. Comes into the bleachers close to my equipment here. Tigers ready to roll yet again. Service up and over. However, ruled out of bounds. 2-point lead for the Lemmon Cowgirls, set number 2. Best of 3 in junior varsity volleyball. Up and over we go, however, out of the far sideline, into the bleachers. Point to the Cowgirls, 2-point lead, 9-11. Spike set up on the far side from the Tigers, into the near side of the court, returned by the Cowgirls, able to get back in time. Back and forth we go. Up and over. Cowgirls able to field it, set something up toward the middle. Tap it over to the far side. Tigers there in time. Follow the bouncing ball, everybody. This has been a long volley. Tapped over by the Cowgirls, center court. Fielded by the Tigers, set up for a spike. Cowgirls push it into the top of the net. Point given to the Tigers, narrowing the gap to just 1. 10-11. Set number 2, junior varsity volleyball. Some action at the net. However, over the tips of their fingers, into the back end, not quite ready for it from the Tigers. 2-point lead coming out for the Lemmon Cowgirls. Substitution coming in. Whistle blows, Cowgirls set to serve. And they score off of that serve. Into the net on the return from the Tigers. A little too much on the return fire there from the Tigers. Hits the back wall of the gym before it hits the floor. And that'll put another point for the Cowgirls. Service comes up short there. That was rather fast. Bringing the score to 11-14. Cowgirls in the lead. Tigers set to serve. Tigers can't quite dig that one out. The return fire from the Cowgirls in an awkward position. Can't quite get it back over the net. 15-11. Closing into within 10 for the Cowgirls. Tigers put up another point on the board. They're ready to serve. Up and over we go. Cowgirls establish control. Tap it over to the center of the Tiger defense. They one-tap it over. Lemmon can't quite get control of it. Ball hits the floor. Point, New Underwood. 13-15, 2-point lead belonging to the Lemmon Cowgirls. Up and over right to the center of the Cowgirls. Can't quite commit to it in time. 14-15, that brings the score to. Just a 1-point gap between these two teams. Make that a tie ball game as the return is sent into the crowd on the Lemmon side, tying things up, resulting in a timeout and a chance to listen to some sponsors.
Small and large animals. Their caring staff and veterinarian take the time to provide your furry friend with the best medical care available, personalizing every animal's care to meet their specific needs. Give them a call at 605-399-2665. Acosta Manure Spreading, offering custom manure spreading and corral cleaning solutions. Call them today, 605-441-4062. Cook Veterinary Clinic and Acosta Manure Spreading are proud supporters of all local school activities.
Have you heard the bad news? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and the wages of sin is death. But have you heard the good news? God demonstrates his own love toward us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Want to know more about life and hope? Call or text 605-858-3107.
Marty Niederwerder Trucking of New
Welcome back. 16-15. Junior varsity volleyball. Make that 17-15. Tigers taking a 2-point lead. Set number 2. Junior varsity volleyball. Service. Hits the top of the net. Rolls back down. Hits the floor. 17-16. Make that 18-16. Apologies. Had my numbers backwards there. The Tigers still do have a 2-point lead. Ball up into the equipment booth here. They able to wrangle it, however, and back to volleyball we go. $18 points apiece after that one goes out of bounds. Cowgirls able to return the serve. Dug out by the Tigers, however, too many touches. Point to the Cowgirls, 1-point lead. Service up into the support beams and back down, tying it up yet again. 19 points apiece at number 2, junior varsity volleyball. A crisp 39 degrees here today. That might be cold enough it'll have to defrost my car when I get out. It's just South Dakota weather when you have to turn on your AC when you go to work and turn on your heater when you go back. Some action at the net for both teams. Results in a point for the Cowgirls in a tie ball game, 20 points apiece. Whistle blows. Infraction on the Cowgirls, point given to New Underwood. 21-20. And a chance to take a set in just 4 more points for the Tigers. Service just up and over the top of the net. I think the Cowgirls were preparing for some contact with the net there, however it didn't come. 22-20, timeout called. And it's time to listen to some ads.
Is a proud supporter of all students in their extracurricular activities. May you each gain lifelong skills through good sportsmanship, teamwork, resilience, and a hard work ethic. May you cherish the joys of success, but learn valuable lessons in defeat. May your experiences help make you productive citizens with excellent character. Marty Niederwerder Trucking wants to remind all students to always give your best in your activities and through life. Have a fun, safe, and successful school year.
Hard and Eye Concrete.
And we're back. The Tigers maintaining a 2-point lead. However, no sooner do I say that, they widen the gap to 3. Another point on the board. 23-20. Service over the net fielded by the Cowgirls. Up into the ceiling. 24-20. Tigers a chance to take the set here and tie it up. A set apiece in junior varsity volleyball. Again, junior varsity is a best of 3. Service up and over. Incorrectly fielded by the Cowgirls. Ball hits the floor. 25-20, set number 2. That'll bring it to a close. And yet again, time to hear some sponsors.
Take this time to honor all the hard-working men and women with a moment of silence.
The next time you need work done on your home or business, call 3K Construction of New Underwood. They provide siding, drywall, painting, seamless gutter installation, framing new, and remodel construction. 3K Construction is a proud supporter of all New Underwood Tigers sports and events. So pick up the phone and call Keith Karp at 605-209-4776. 605-209-4776. 3K Construction of New Underwood.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
When it comes to protecting
Welcome back to set number 3 of junior varsity volleyball. 1 set each coming into this Thursday afternoon. Some competitive junior varsity volleyball, which a lot of time is indicative to how the varsity will go later on today in terms of the skill level between both teams. So we might be in for some entertaining volleyball here today. Nonetheless, 1 point apiece, or 1 set apiece rather, as adjustments are made and the Cowgirls are set to serve for the third and final set of junior varsity volleyball here in New Underwood before things get going for the varsity. Again, on paper at least, these two teams in terms of varsity are just about as even as you can possibly get, both at 10-8 on the year, with New Underwood coming out of a 2-game losing streak, back on home turf after a short road stint. In service, up and over, returned by the Tigers immediately, coming out with the first point of the final set of junior varsity. Zero to 1. Tigers in the lead. Service up and over, fielded by the Cowgirls. They dig it out. Tigers set up, tap it over in 2 hits. Spike far side coming out from the Cowgirls, however, too much on that one. Up and over it goes, way out of bounds. 2-0, Tigers on top. Follow-up serve into the net. 2-1, giving the Cowgirls a chance to retaliate. Service for the Cowgirls up and over. Returned by the Tigers. Too much on it though. And that'll bring it to 2 points apiece. Cowgirls ready to serve yet again. Service dances along the top of the net. Touched by the Tigers. Hits the floor. 2-3. Lemmon on top by just a point. Make that 2 as the service hits the floor. Underwood can't quite dig that one out. 2-4 Cowgirls, service up and over. Grazes the top of the net over, however, into Tiger territory. Returned center court. Just a little tap into where no one was looking. Another point given to New Underwood. 3-4. 1 point lead belonging to the Cowgirls. Service into the net. Make that a 2 point lead. Cowgirls ready to serve. Retaliation fielded and sent into the opposite end of the gym by the Tigers. They were the last ones to touch it. So 3-6, Cowgirls with the lead. Spike on the far side, dug out by the Cowgirls. Tapped over on both sides. However, Cowgirls win the exchange. Put another point up. Service into the shoulders of one of the Tigers. Awkwardly fielded. 5 point lead to the Cowgirls. Lady Tigers persevere, however, and they are able to retaliate after returning service there. 4-point lead belonging to the Cowgirls. Up and over we go. Fielded by New Underwood. Gentle taps back and forth. Set up on the far end, across court to the center. Miscommunication. A teammate taps it out of the way. Another point given to the Cowgirls. 9-4. Final set of junior varsity. Another bit of miscommunication for the Cowgirls. Can't quite establish control. 5-9. Third set, junior varsity. Return fire up into the roof for the Tigers. However, they're established control. Back and forth we go. Gentle tap over. Cowgirls set up. They do the same. Back half of the Tigers defense. They're there. Set up for the center. However, Cowgirls are prepared. They push it as far back as it can go, inbounds. Tigers out of position for that much of an adjustment. 5-point lead for the Cowgirls. Whistle blows, point given to the Tigers. Narrowing the gap to 4. New Underwood ready to serve as the varsity is returning from the locker rooms, preparing for their game in just a handful of points here. About 14 if there is no extra sets to be given. Cowgirls set to serve. Up and over the net. Scratch that. Announcer's jinx yet again. Never fails. As soon as a commentator says something, the opposite tends to happen. So it bounces off the top of the net, hits the floor. Tigers set to serve, and they do almost the exact same thing. 2 services back to back into the net. Back and forth we go here. 12-17. Lemmon on top. Service. Grazes the top of the net. Gets the Tigers out of position. 13-7. Whistle blows. Substitutions coming in for the Lemmon Cowgirls. Service. Up and over. Fielded by the Tigers. A little bit awkward handling there. However, they're able to return. Lemmon Cowgirls bounce it off the backboard here in New Underwood. Nearly make it into the far basket, however, hits the floor instead. 8-13, Lemmon on top. New Underwood taps it over, fielded by the Cowgirls. Set up on the far end, however, can't quite make contact with it. 9-13. 4-point lead for Lemmon in the final set of junior varsity. Low ceiling yet again playing a factor there. Cowgirls scramble to get a return, can't do so. Point Tigers. And here we go again. Back and forth. Cowgirls tap it over, fielded by the Tigers. Set up on the far side, they do the same. center. A block coming out by New Underwood. Inbounds. Excellent block from the middle there. 2-point lead. They've narrowed it to. New Underwood, junior varsity, still in this. And a chance to flip the set and take the game. 2 points down in the final set. 1 set apiece. Some commotion coming out from both teams here. Crowd's getting into it. Nice to see for some junior varsity athletics. Some crowd activity. Varsity hyping up their teammates in the back end of the gym. Lovely to see that. Smiles all around. Gap close to just 1. 12-13 timeout is called. Adjustments to be made. So that means it's time to listen to some ads.
What matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau.
And we're back after a short ad break there. Service for the Tigers up and over the net, fielded by the Cowgirls. They 3-tap it over. Whistle blows. Couldn't quite see the ruling from the line judge. Looks like a lift. And that will give a point to the Cowgirls. 12-14. Widening the gap just a little to 2 points. Set up center court. A mighty spike, however, into the center of the net. Giving the Tigers just a 1-point gap to close. 13-14. Your score here today. Announcer's jinx coming out yet again. I just need to learn to just not say anything in situations like this. However, that is the final point for junior varsity, as the final set only goes to 15. So whistle blows, and now we get a chance to take a break. And when we come back, you'll see some varsity volleyball here in New Underwood on this Thursday afternoon. We'll hear from you shortly.
Agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone. It's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota and get cash or trade-in credit today. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
If you ranch or farm, you've all lost them out there one time or another. I'm talking about rake teeth. Your John Deere dealer Grossenberg Implement knows how important they are this time of year, as you're raking those corn stalks together to bale or getting ready for next year's hay crop. So this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering 8% discount on all rake teeth. Fix those worn out teeth on your hay rake now and save. Only at Grossenberg Implement. Locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. If you ranch or farm,
Summer is coming to a close and fall is fast approaching, and it's time to start thinking about getting those fall-based crops in the ground. Barber Custom Ag is your local source for all your small grains and row crop planting needs. Give Sean a call today and talk to him about options for any of your planting needs for this fall. That's Sean Barber of Barber Custom Ag, 605-515-3632, 605-515-3632. Find and follow him on Facebook too.
For most people, every day isn't about moving and managing money. Most of us have bigger things to tackle. Money shouldn't be the focus of your day. Our job is making sure it stays that way. Questions answered, time saved, confidence restored, and every day improved. First Interstate Bank. Built for you. Visit us at firstinterstate.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Morton buildings are built stronger, look better, and last longer. If you're wanting a personal storage building, horse barn, machine shed, riding arena, or garage, contact us to learn more about Morton Buildings' high-quality materials, craftsmen in the field, and a warranty that beats all others. Call the Rapid City Sales Office at 605-342-6623 or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started on your project.
Life is more than just the day-to-day. It's striving to build and maintain everything you value. At Levitt Heartland Insurance, we understand that protecting what matters most to you is something you should never compromise. That's why our team is dedicated to making sure you have the right protection in place. Whether it be for your family, your home, cars, business, or employees. If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Levitt Heartland Insurance, and we're proud to call South Dakota home.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch the TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Scott Carlson right here in Rapid City, and I can switch you over and you can start saving today. Me and my team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just call me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson. Want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota and get cash or trade-in credit today. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
FMG Feed and Seed in New Underwood carries all the supplements, feed, and vet supplies for all your livestock needs. Whether it's calving season or winter feeding, summer mineral, and fly control, FMG is your one stop. We custom mix feed and have delivery available for your herd. Summertime brings hay season. We carry twine and net wrap. Boost your cattle's performance. Keep your herd healthy and productive. FMG Feed and Seed. Call them today at 605-754-6427. Again, that's FMG Feed and Seed at 605-754-6427.
Moe's Bar and Grill would like to wish all the athletes good luck in today's game. We are located on Main Street in New Underwood. Just look for the American flag. Stop in to watch your favorite game on one of our 4 televisions. Hungry? Stop Stop in and order our fresh, hand-patted cheeseburgers made from 100% locally raised and processed beef on our famous homemade bun. Match that with a cold refreshment in our family-friendly atmosphere, and you will have found your home away from home. Go Tigers!
The cars, trucks, and SUVs you're looking for are at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Shop imports and domestics, many local one-owner trade-ins, plus the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Honda certified pre-owned. With qualified credit, buy with no money down, and get financing available as low as 1.99% APR. Great prices and low finance rates make now the best time to buy. See Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda or RushmoreHonda.com. Finance rate available on select Honda certified pre-owned. Length of contract is limited.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City, New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with Colton, who's right here in the area. And a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Want a successful farming season? Hefty Seed Company in New Underwood loves to provide great pricing, up-to-date agronomic advice, speedy load times, and exceptional customer service. Now, we carry lawn care products, photoxin pellets and tablets, liquid fertilizer, seed, and chemical in all different sizes. Please give Hefty Seed a call at 605-754-6170 for anything you need to make your future farming season a growing success. Everyone at Hefty Seed Company wishes everyone a safe and wonderful school year and the best of luck in all your sports seasons.
R&R Trenching in New Underwood, South Dakota is your go-to source for all your trenching, digging, and gravel hauling needs. Tyler specializes in water lines for cattle, winter and summer water, digging basements, and installing water and sewer lines for new home or business construction. If you need it dug, R&R Trenching can dig it. Call Tyler at 605-431-2354. R&R Trenching in New Underwood, proud supporters of the New Underwood Tigers and all surrounding communities.
Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet buys cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. At Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Rapid City. Danny Menholt.
When selling your home, your personal style may not be for everyone, but RE/MAX agent Bart Miller with the Miller Group has the skills to help more buyers see its true potential. The right agent every step of the way. Contact Bart Miller with the Miller Group in Rapid City for all of your real estate needs at 605-391-2645. The Miller Group is a proud sponsor of all New Underwood Tiger activities.
Cook Veterinary Clinic in Rapid City offers veterinary services for both small and large animals. Their caring staff and veterinarian take the time to provide your furry friend with the best medical care available, personalizing every animal's care to meet their specific needs. Give them a call at 605-399-2665. Acosta Manure Spreading, offering custom manure spreading and corral cleaning solutions. Call them today, 605-441-4062. Cook Veterinary Clinic and Acosta Manure Spreading are proud supporters of all local school activities.
Have you heard the bad news? All have sinned and fall short of the glory of God, and the wages of sin is death. But have you heard the good news? God demonstrates his own love toward us in this, that while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. Want to know more about life and hope? Call or text 605-858-3107.
Marty Niederwerder Trucking of New Underwood is a proud supporter of all students in their extracurricular activities. May you each gain lifelong skills through good sportsmanship, teamwork, resilience, and a hard work ethic. May you cherish the joys of success, but learn valuable lessons in defeat. May your experiences help make you productive citizens with excellent character. Marty Niederwerder Trucking wants to remind all students to always give your best in your activities and through life. Have a fun, safe, and successful school year.
Hard and I Concrete would like to take this time to honor all the hard-working men and women with a moment of silence.
For most people, every day isn't about moving and managing money. Most of us have bigger things to tackle, jobs to do. Money shouldn't be the focus of your day. Our job is making sure it stays that way. Questions answered, time saved, confidence restored, and every day improved. First Interstate Bank, built for you.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone, it's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital, you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Honda True. Discover 3.
Hello and welcome to New Underwood, South Dakota, as we are preparing for some varsity volleyball here on this chilly Thursday night. It's about 35 degrees outside today, the first day of the year that I would consider to be just downright cold, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, it's that time of year. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. But in the meantime, we can warm up and watch some volleyball. Hopefully the people watching at home have found a nice cozy corner of the couch or wherever you happen to be, and you're set up to enjoy some volleyball. Some two very even teams, at least on paper, here playing today. That being the Tigers, your home team, of course, from New Underwood. And then the Cowgirls coming out from Lemmon. They are both sitting with a record of 10-8 on the year. And so we will see if the paper translates to the court here today, as the matchup is just about as even as it can possibly get. The Lady Tigers dropping two of their last games on the road before coming back home for today's game. Hopefully they can snap the short losing skid with some support from a home crowd. And so we are closing in on the 5-minute mark. And today is Parents' Night, I was informed earlier today. So to all of the parents who might not be able to make it today to support your home team, we know you're out there and we appreciate you. Bart Miller, if you happen to be listening, I have spotted a floating cardboard cutout of your head going around the crowd. And so I have a feeling that's in support of Gabby. And just know that if you're listening, that'd give me a pretty good chuckle. So I will make sure to take care of that cardboard cutout you have going around the stands here today. So that being said, guys, again, we're closing in on 4 minutes to go. And the junior varsity playing before this was a very competitive 3 sets of volleyball, going into the third set before being taken by just a couple of points by the Lemmon Cowgirls. And a lot of the time, the junior varsity games are rather indicative of how the varsity will turn out in terms of the skill gap between the two teams. So we'll see if that remains true today. So with that being said, I'm going to give myself a couple minutes of a break before things get going on for varsity. And you will hear back from me after you hear from these sponsors.
The next time you need work done on your home or business, call 3K Construction of New Underwood. They provide siding, drywall, painting, seamless gutter installation, framing new, and remodel construction. 3K Construction is a proud supporter of all New Underwood Tigers sports and events. So pick up the phone and call Keith Karp at 605-209-4776. 605-209-4776. 3K Construction of New Underwood.
Would you buy your insurance from a cartoon character?
What's up, Doc?
Cartoons are good for a laugh, but when you're in an accident or you need your home covered and need help, it's no laughing matter. That's why you need a real person, like Lance at Van Z Insurance Associates. It's not just simple insurance either. Lance has you covered with home, life, auto, and business. Van Z Insurance is your place to call. Stop by today or give Lance a call at 605-393-2399.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, keep it simple. Insure your car and home with Farm Bureau, and you'll have a combined policy with one deductible that can cover it all. That means faster claim resolution and less hassle. Plus, you can save money in the long run. It's the quick way back to normal, because with Farm Bureau, you've got an agent who can make things right when things go wrong. Farm Bureau agents make insurance simple.
Call me, Tom Berger, your Farm Bureau agent in Rapid City, at 348-3470.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone. It's fast and easy. Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer to Denny Menholt Toyota and get cash or trade-in credit today. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
If you ranch or farm, you've all lost them out there one time or another. I'm talking about rake teeth. Your John Deere dealer Grossenberg Implement knows how important they are this time of year as you're raking those corn stalks together to bale or getting ready for next year's hay crop. So this week, Grossenberg Implement is offering 8% discount on all rake teeth. Fix those worn out teeth on your hay rake now and save. Only at Grossenberg Implement. Locations in South Dakota, Nebraska, and Wyoming. If you ranch or farm, you've all...
Welcome to New Underwood, South Dakota on this Thursday night. 35 degrees as we get prepared for the starting lineups. And I will take off my headset so you can hear them for yourselves.
Test. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the volleyball matchup between the Lemmon Cowgirls and your New Underwood Lady Tigers. Please remain standing and remove all headgear for the playing of the national anthem by Evan Picola. First, your starting lineups for the Cowgirls. At an outside hitter, number 3, Gracie Tennant. At a right side hitter, number 13, Tori Maher. At an outside hitter, number 6, Sarah Hetzel. At a defensive specialist, number 8, Dara Bauer. At a middle hitter, number 9, Kelly Lynch. At a setter, number 4, Shannon Gebhardt. At a middle hitter, number 12, Sydney Maher. The Cowgirls are coached by Chelsea Reed and assisted by Caleb Bliss and Leigh Allen. And now for your New Underwood Lady Tigers. At a setter, number 3, Lily Soboleski. At a middle hitter, number 5, Mandy Chambliss. At a libero, number 7, Caitlin Poirier. At an outside hitter, number 10, Gabby Miller. At a middle hitter, number 15, Haley Wright. At a middle hitter, number 21, Caitlin Arnold. And at an outside hitter, number 24, Jamie Hansen. The Tigers are coached by Brady Grassfield and assisted by Kylie Heiner and Kelsey Anderson.
And with those opening festivities out of the way, we are mere moments from taking the court for some varsity volleyball action here in New Underwood. We'll see how this pans out. Yet again, two very even teams, or at least on paper, at 10-8 apiece. New Underwood coming in from a 2-game losing streak on the road and hoping to snap that here in front of the home crowd today. Coming into the tail end of the volleyball season, only a few contests left, so these matchups could have an impact on playoff structure down the road as the whistle blows and the Lemmon Cowgirls are set to serve. Up and over the net, fielded awkwardly by the Tigers, sent into the back wall of the gym. First point given to the Lemmon Cowgirls, 1-0 early in this one. Service into Tiger territory, fielded by the Tigers. Bumped over. Established control by the Cowgirls on the far side. Block at the net. Set up for the Tigers. Spike into the net on the far corner. 2-0. Your score. Service comes in low from the Cowgirls, dug out by the Tigers. Set up yet again. Spike across corner. Fielded, but up and in to the roof. The low ceiling rearing its ugly head yet again here in New Underwood. Still have not come up with an effective nickname for the low ceiling. Back and forth we go. Small collision from two Tigers there, but they're able to control the volleyball. Back into Lemmon territory. They get a hold of it, spike it across the court. Good placement there, nobody home. Ball hits the floor. Point given to Lemmon. 4-0 early. Ball controlled by New Underwood. Returned into Cowgirl territory. Up and over the fence. Whistle blows. Point given to New Underwood. And it's their chance to serve for the first time this far in today's contest. Service right into the gaps of the Lemmon Cowgirls. Not quite prepared to cover that ground. Another point for the Tigers, 2-4. That'll bring the score to. Service up and over. This time hit by the Cowgirls, but it comes up short on the return underneath the net. 3-4. The gap is just narrowed to just one. Over the net we go. Far side spike center court. Right into the heart of the Cowgirls. Point on the board for the Tigers. 4 points apiece. I had a feeling this would be a competitive game. And that, early in this one at least, seems to be true. Up over we go. Set up for a spike center court. Tapped, fielded by the Cowgirls. They attempt to do the same. However, into the net it goes. Point New Underwood. 5-4, New Underwood holding on to a 1-point lead. Here we go into the gaps of the Cowgirls. Fielded. Little awkwardly, however, over the net nonetheless. Into the gaps of the Lady Tigers defense. Gabby Miller can't quite make it there in time. 5 points apiece. Set up cross court, spiked to the far end. Too far, however. 5-6, 1 point lead for the Cowgirls. Service in the air. return off the support beam of the ceiling onto the floor. Playing a factor yet again. 2-point lead for Lemmon. Service up and over. Controlled by the Tigers. Tapped over the net. Fielded by the Cowgirls. They attempt to do the same. Some hands coming out on that from the Tigers. A nice little reverse tap, I suppose you could call that. A backwards hit coming out from one of the Tigers defenders. Taps it over the net, gets a point on the board. Almost looked like a reverse dunk in basketball. Set up to the center of the net. Cowgirls there this time. Back and forth we go. Threw the rhythm off for the Tigers and scoops it down into the floor. Another point for the Cowgirls. 2-point lead. As the score is 8-6 rather. Diving dig coming out from the Cowgirls. Miscommunication though. Couldn't quite get control of that one. Didn't know who wants what. Point given to the Tigers. 7-8. Some action at the net. Hefty block coming out. Out of bounds though. Point given to the Cowgirls. 9-7, 2-point lead for Lemmon. Make that a 3-point lead. And they are set to serve yet again. Service grazes the top of the net, fielded by the Tigers. On the far side, contact by the Cowgirls. Can't get control. Another point on the board. 2-point lead. Action at the net, 2 taps over. New Underwood, a little bit more effective there. Nothing doing from the Cowgirls. However, infraction point given to the Cowgirls. Blocked at the net on that one. That one was clean. And it was given to the Tigers. Block in the center of the net. Tigers to serve. 9-11. Underwood establishes control, pushes it to the far side. Spike coming to the near side of the court. Ball looked like it was coming right into my lap, but it bounced off the bleachers and rolled back onto the court. 10-11. 1-point lead is all. And an ace coming out from the Tigers. Cowgirls can't quite get a hold of that one. At least enough to control it. 11 points apiece, tie ball game. Another service. Able to find its mark here for New Underwood. Lemmon Cowgirls ready to receive the serve. And the streak continues. Here today, 2-point lead. Up and over we go, fielded by the Cowgirls. Set up center court for a gentle tap over. It's all about putting it where the defenders aren't, and that was a good example of that. Just a gentle redirect there. Enough to get a point on the board for the Cowgirls. 1 point lead. The Tigers make a diving dig there. Set up a cross court for a spike. They get a hold of that one. Near side of the court. Into the crowd. Point on the board. 14-12. 2 point lead for your New Underwood Tigers. Return from the Cowgirls ruled out of bounds. Another point given to the Tigers. And apologies, I have my scores flipped around. I've been saying this correctly, however, it didn't show up on the scoreboard. The Tigers have a 4 point lead. However, it was backwards in my software here. 4 point lead for the Tigers. Fires across court, make that a 5 point lead. As the Tigers set up to the far end and go across court for the spike and another point on the board. Timeout called, which means it's time to listen to the people who pay our bills.
Them out there one time.
Summer is coming to a close and fall is fast approaching, and it's time to start thinking about getting those fall-based crops in the ground. Barber Custom Ag is your local source for all your small grains and row crop planting needs. Give Sean a call today and talk to him about options for any of your planting needs for this fall. That's Sean Barber of Barber Custom Ag, 605-515-3632, 605-515-3632. Find and follow him on Facebook too.
For most people,
Huddles break, whistle blows, and as soon as things get going yet again, an ace coming out for New Underwood. 18-12, 6 point lead for the Tigers. Set number 1 of varsity volleyball. And add yet another point to that. As quickly as I can get these sentences out, things are happening. Service over the top of the net, returned by the Cowgirls. New Underwood sets up a cross-court, whistle blows before they can get contact. Infraction ruled. Point given to the Cowgirls. And they have an opportunity to return service. New Underwood gets control, taps it over. Cowgirls attempt to do the same. They do so. Set up cross court. Fired center court on the Cowgirls side. Diving dig there. Excellent work coming out from the libero for Lemmon. All over the court. Slides to save it. Scrambles to get up. Hits it over the net and gets the point there. 14-19 as the follow-up serve goes over the net. 14-20. Your Tigers in the lead, 5 points to close out the first set here today of varsity volleyball. Underwood back to serve. Up and over we go. Mishandled by one of the Cowgirls, right through her fingers onto the floor. 21-14. Timeout is called as the coaches need to make some adjustments, and you need to listen to some ads.
every day isn't about moving and managing money. Most of us have bigger things to tackle. Money shouldn't be the focus of your day. Our job is making sure it stays that way. Questions answered, time saved, confidence restored, and every day improved. First Interstate Bank. Built for you. Visit us at firstinterstate.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you ask for Black Hills Surgical Hospital,
And we're back as New Underwood set to serve. 7-point lead, set number 1, fielded by the Cowgirls. Set up far side for the Tigers, fires cross court, too much on that. Out of bounds, shakes my camera here. A small gymnasium in New Underwood here, so lots of ricochets bound to happen. Let's just hope one doesn't catch my camera as the Cowgirls set to serve there after that out-of-bounds shot. 21-15 is the accurate score. Whistle blows. Make that 22-15. Tigers closing in on closing out set number 1. Gentle tap, yet again, all about putting it where people aren't. Just a little redirect is sometimes all it takes. And that was the case here. Another point for the Tigers. Service into Cowgirl territory. They can't dig underneath it. Another point for the Tigers, 24-15. 1 point away from taking set number 1 of varsity volleyball. Up and over we go, fielded by the Cowgirls. Fires across court. Action at the net off the ceiling. Kept over by New Underwood. Lemmon not quite in position to handle that one. Ball hits the floor, and that'll bring an end to set number 1 with a score of 15-25. Your New Underwood Tigers taking set number 1 from the Lemmon Cowgirls. And when we come back, it's ready for set number 2. But before then, it's time to reset things and take a listen to some ads.
you ask for someone who believes in hospitality. You ask for someone who treats everyone like a VIP and believes the absolute best shouldn't cost more and makes you feel comfortable, even when you are vulnerable. You ask for someone who cares about the little things as much as the big things. You ask for someone who treats you like you are loved, because you are. Black Hills Surgical Hospital. Ask for us by name.
Morton buildings are built stronger, look better, and last longer. If you're wanting a personal storage building, horse barn, machine shed, riding arena, or garage, contact us to learn more about Morton Buildings' high-quality materials, craftsmen in the field, and a warranty that beats all others. Call the Rapid City Sales Office at 605-342-6623 or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started on your project.
Life is more than just the day-to-day. It's striving.
And we're back live here in New Underwood, ready to get things going. 2 sets in for some volleyball. New Underwood took set number 1 by about 10 points here early. We'll see if that continues into set number 2. And an opportunity to get momentum started early. Service. Returned by the Cowgirls into Tiger territory. Set up down the middle. Spike coming out. Off of the low-hanging ceiling into Underwood. Bounces off. Hits the floor. First point of set number 2 belonging to the Tigers. And they can serve yet again. Up and over the net we go. Set up far side from the Cowgirls. Lots of power on that spike. However, into the net. 2-0, New Underwood with an early lead. A push coming out from the Cowgirls, however, too far. 3-0. Tigers set to serve. Up and over we go. Fielded by the Cowgirls. Set up on the near side. Spiked across court. Tigers ready for that, however, and they do the same. Set up near side yet again. Met at the net by some Tigers. However, the block is out of bounds. First point is set number 2 for the Lemmon Cowgirls. 3-1 the score. Service. Fielded by the Tigers. Set up on the near side for a spike across the court. Fielded yet again by the Cowgirls. Their return taps off the top of the net. Decent setup coming from the Cowgirls. Met at the net by the Tigers. Hit into the floor. Some power coming out on that block. 4-1. You know Underwood Tigers with the lead. Some contact as some Tigers run into each other. They're still able to control the volleyball, however. Going across court again. Met at the net by New Underwood. Some active defense at the near side of the net here. Set up for a spike on the counter side. Yet again, at the center of the net, a ferocious block. That's 3 in a row coming out from New Underwood. Different members of the team timing their jumps perfectly and meeting the ball as it crosses the net here. And a service flies over the head of the Cowgirls, adding another point to an early lead. 6-point lead early in this one. Set number 2. Timeout's called as Lemmon needs to make some adjustments here.
Build and maintain everything you value. At Levitt Heartland Insurance, we understand that protecting what matters most to you is something you should never compromise. That's why our team is dedicated to making sure you have the right protection in place. Whether it be for your family, your home, cars, business, or employees. If it matters to you, it matters to us. We're Levitt Heartland Insurance, and we're proud to call South Dakota home.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights, we switch the TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. I'm State Farm agent Scott Carlson right here in Rapid City, and I can switch you over and you can start saving today. Me and my team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just call me, State Farm agent Scott Carlson. Want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
An early ace coming out of that timeout for New Underwood widens the gap to 7 points. 8-1. Cowgirls return the service. Scrambled to be fielded by the Tigers. A little too much. Bounce off the ceiling fan. Down into the floor. Giving a chance to return service to Lemmon. Some discussions being had with the line judge here. Crowd awaits some adjustments. As I look over to the far end of the gym, it looks like the student section is on their feet, supporting the home team here in New Underwood as per usual. Always a good thing to see. Service up in the air, over the net. Mighty spike coming out from the center of the Tigers' defense right into the holes that are present on the Lemmon side of the court, giving them another point. And yet again, sitting at a 7-point lead with 9-2, service in the air. Fielded by the Cowgirls, set up far side. Spike met at the net by the Tigers. Lemmon able to recover. Spike yet again from the Tigers. Back and forth we go. Whistle blows. Point given to the Tigers. The Cowgirls can't quite control the barrage coming from New Underwood. And just as I say that, we'll add another point for the Tigers coming off of a serve. And add yet another one there. Timeout called yet again. A 10-point early lead in set number 2 for New Underwood as they look to continue momentum coming out of this next ad break.
Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer from Denny Menholt Toyota. Use your phone. It's fast and easy.
And we're back to New Underwood. Set number 2 of varsity volleyball. New Underwood commanding lead. 2 sets in, 12-2 your current score. Cowgirls return fire off of the service. Sets up for New Underwood to get a hold of that one. They do exactly that. Lemmon rockets it into the roof. Returns it to the net. Sets it up for New Underwood to hit it a little bit too far. Out of bounds. 12-13 your score. Set number 2. Varsity volleyball. 12-3 rather, excuse me. Talking a little too fast here as the service goes out of bounds, giving New Underwood a 10-point lead. And a discussion being had on the court as not quite sure if they need to make some substitutions. Yep, that's exactly what is happening. Lemmon making a quick rotation as the line judge has a discussion with the crow's nest here at the net. Whistle blows. We're about ready to continue. New Underwood fires the service. 10-point lead. Lemmon returns with a vengeance. However, New Underwood's ready for it. Not ready for that one, however. Back and forth we go, but after 3 hits, Lemmon's able to get some power behind that one into the holes of the Tiger defense. 13 to 4 rather. Make that 14 to 4 as the follow-up serve goes into the net. Coming in today a little lacking on sleep, so I apologize if my speech is a little off here today as I stumble for words, it seems like. Nonetheless, Lemmon puts another point on the board, narrowing the gap to 9 and a chance to serve. Control established by New Underwood, fired across court and tapped over. The Cowgirls return fire, and we'll see if New Underwood can get a hold of this one, and they do. However, it's met at the net by a Lemmon Cowgirl on this near side of the court, and successful block gets them a point on the board. 6 to 14. New Underwood receives the serve. Effective setup there coming out from New Underwood. Fires across court off of the setup for the spike. And ball hits the floor. Point given to New Underwood, and it's their turn to serve yet again. Announcer's curse coming out yet again. As mentioned before, I just need to teach myself not to say anything when it comes to momentum swings, because as soon as any sort of commentator says anything about the state of the game, that state tends to change. I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious, so we'll see if that stays consistent, as Lemmon is taking their time to have some communication here. Oh, actually, it looks like a red card may be being issued to somebody here on the court. I'm not quite able to hear what the discussions are. However, line judge did have a red card in his hand. I am not quite sure why. Nonetheless, it seems as though they need to make a determination as to what's going on. I'm not quite sure if there was a conduct violation or some sort of infraction of a different sort in terms of technicalities, things like that. Nonetheless, nothing is issued, no changes made. An odd sequence of events as Lemmon serves, New Underwood can't return, and point is given to the Cowgirls. I'll try and get some context on that if I can ask maybe a crowd member here that might be able to hear some of the discussions, but I'm not quite sure what the stoppage of play was as the ball goes back and forth here in New Underwood. Back to New Underwood's side, established center court, set up far side. Into Cowgirl territory, they set up control. Spike coming out from the center, however too far to the opposite end of the court. Out of bounds, point for the Tigers. And I am incredibly curious still as to the stoppage just 2 points ago. Nonetheless, play continues. Nothing has been officially issued. And service up and over the net. Too many touches on the Cowgirls' side of the net, giving the Tigers another point and a 9-point lead. Lots of contact with the net there. Whistle blows, point given to Lemmon. Cowgirls serve comes up short. Getting the lead back to 9 for New Underwood. Service up and over the net, fielded center court. Our side shot blocked by the Tigers. Ten-point lead. Set number 2, New Underwood on top. Service dug out by the Cowgirls. Control established by New Underwood. Fires across court, fielded by the Cowgirls. Sets up again to do the same. Ball comes up, hits off the roof. Whistle blows, Cowgirl territory. Point, New Underwood. 20-9, 5 points away from taking set number 2. New Underwood sets up Gabby Miller on the far side, fires across the court. Control established. And yet again set up center court. New Underwood. A tap coming up from the Cowgirls, however, met at the net yet again from a Tiger. And another point with a vengeance. 21-9. Tigers with the lead. Return service. Too much on it. Out of bounds on the Tigers' territory. And so, 22-9, 3 points away from taking the set. And yet again, for I believe what is the 4th time today, the announcer's curse bites me. And the follow-up serve into the net. Cowgirls set to serve. Service off of the fingertips of a receiving Tiger into the far end of the gymnasium. Point given to the Cowgirls. 22-11. Cowgirls serve fielded by the Tigers. Set up near side, fires. Cowgirls establish control and tap it over themselves. Center court, small tap, fielded by the Cowgirls. Attempt at a diving dig is successful. Tigers able to move and adapt to the situation there. I don't believe there was contact made, but we'll see what the official ruling was. And nope, no contact on that, as the Tiger was very close to touching a ball that was going out of bounds. However, point given to New Underwood, 2 points away from taking set number 2. And make that 5 announcers' curses today, ladies and gentlemen. I'd love to get some live stats on that. Maybe we can conduct a scientific study, see if it's actually relevant. Ace coming out, following that up from the Cowgirls, 13-23. Tigers on top. Service fielded by the Tigers. Action at the net. Cowgirl territory. Flung over. Set up center court. Fires cross court far side. Dug out by the Cowgirls. However, not enough to get it over the net. Falls to the floor. And 24-13. New Underwood 1 point away from taking set number 2 and a 2-set lead here in varsity volleyball. Took the first set 1-0. They have a 1-set lead so far today. First set was significantly closer than this one has potential to be, but it's not over yet, as goes back and forth And make that 6, announcers curses, as Cowgirls follow that statement up with a point of their own. Set up far side for the Tigers. Contact made on the ball. Tipped up by the Cowgirls. Not there in time. Ball hits the floor, putting an end to the second set of volleyball and a 2-set lead for the Tigers. 2-0 into set number 3 and potentially the final one. When I come back, it will be time for the third set of varsity volleyball, but until then, it's time for some ads.
Pull up our website, click on Value Trade-In, scan your VIN, and tell us about your car. You are on your way to a no-hassle, no-commitment cash offer on your vehicle in under 5 minutes. Bring your vehicle and your Kelley Blue Book instant cash offer to Denny Menholt Toyota and get cash or trade-in credit today. See you soon at Denny Menholt Toyota, Rapid City.
FMG Feed and Seed in New Underwood carries all the supplements, feed, and vet supplies for all your livestock needs. Whether it's calving season or winter feeding, summer mineral, and fly control, FMG is your one stop. We custom mix feed and have delivery available for your herd. Summertime brings hay season. We carry twine and net wrap. Boost your cattle's performance. Keep your herd healthy and productive. FMG Feed and Seed. Call them today at 605-754-6427. Again, that's FMG Feed and Seed at 605-754-6427.
Moe's Bar and Grill would like to wish all the athletes.
And we're back live, just about set to go for set number 3 and the potential final set if New Underwood is able to take this from Lemmon and close out the sweep today. But I wanted to take a moment to say that the ad that you just heard from FNG Feeds is an excellent example of local advertising on Live Tickets Ends. A lot of these people that put ads on these platforms are local businesses. FMG having their building just mere blocks away from the New Underwood gym where we are right now has been a fixture in the New Underwood community for decades. My grandfather and my father have shopped there for as long as I can remember, and just an excellent opportunity to come out and support businesses. Sorry, some communication difficulties as there's something in my eye that's causing difficulties in my vision. And so I just need to take a moment to adjust as New Underwood is set to continue into the third set today. Lemmon coming out of a 2-set deficit, looking to change that, it seems, putting the first point on the board really, really early. And as soon as I say that, service into the net, bring it to 1 point apiece. Service fielded by the Cowgirls, return to Tiger territory. They tap it over. Lemmon gets underneath it. Fielded by the Tigers yet again. Center court spike. Lemmon's there. Sends it over yet again. Back and forth we go. New Underwood can't quite get underneath it in time. Sends it back to center court. However, ball hits the floor. Lemmon 2-1 lead. Set number 3. make that 3-1 as Tigers have difficulty handling that service. Four to one in very similar fashion. Tigers fire cross court, fielded by the Cowgirls. Set up center, fired yet again. Returned by the Cowgirls. Tigers establish control. Attempts to get it rolling across the court into the near side. Too far, however. 5-1. Near reversing the action in the second set so far. Make that 6-1 as the retaliation attempt sails over the heads of the Cowgirls. Seven to 1, a quick ace coming out. Again, just basically a mirror image almost exactly of set number 2 as New Underwood put up a very quick 8 or 9 points in set number 2 when Lemmon held on to 1. The exact same situation in reverse. However, block coming out just when they needed it for New Underwood. Another point and maybe an opportunity to change fates here. And just as I say that yet again, the Cowgirls put another point on the board and a timeout is called, which means it's time for an ad break.
Good luck in today's game. We are located on Main Street in New Underwood. Just look for the American flag. Stop in to watch your favorite game on one of our 4 televisions. Hungry? Stop in and order our fresh, hand-patted cheeseburgers made from 100% locally raised and processed beef on our famous homemade bun. Match that with a cold refreshment in our family-friendly atmosphere and you will have found your home away from home. Go Tigers!
The cars, trucks, and SUVs you're looking for are at Denny Menholt Rushmore Honda. Shop imports and domestics, many local one-owner trade-ins, plus the area's best selection of pre-owned Hondas and Hondas certified pre-owned. With qualified credit, buy with no money down, and get financing available as low as...
And we're back. Set number 3, score 2-8. The Lemmon Cowgirls in the lead over the New Underwood Tigers. Some action at the net, whistle blows. Point given to the Cowgirls, widening their lead to 7 points. A 2-9 lead on this Thursday night. Add another point to that lead as New Underwood struggling to return some of these services coming out from Lemmon. They get control of that one, however, and are able to return fire. Lemmon gets underneath it. They try to do the same. Back cross court to New Underwood. Fired near side into the defense of the Lemmon Cowgirls. Nobody home. Point on the board for the Tigers. Their turn to serve for a very few amount of times here so far in the third set. Sets up again, cross court, in between the hands of a defender for Lemmon. Ball hits the floor, point given to New Underwood. Service. Up and over the net it goes. Set up far side yet again. Dug out by the Cowgirls. Tapped over far side. New Underwood controls it. Gets it over to Cowgirl territory. Center court. They attempt to tap it over too far to the near side of the court, however. And another point given to New Underwood. Spike coming out on the far end of the court. New Underwood tends to feed a lot of their services toward the far side of the net. That's where Gabby Miller has resided for the majority of today's contests. Paying off there as she sends one home. Timeout called. Current score 7-11 with the Lemmon Cowgirls on top in this one. 3 sets in. New Underwood with a 2-0 set lead. That being said, it's time for some ads.
99% APR. Great prices and low finance rates make now the best time to buy. See Danny Menholt, Rushmore Honda, or RushmoreHonda.com. Finance rate available on select Honda certified pre-owned. Length of contract is limited.
Have you been in a fender bender recently? Maybe have some hail damage on your vehicle? New Miller Truck and Auto Body specializes in body repairs for cars, pickups, and semis. Located at 3030 East Highway 44 in Rapid City.
Service for the Tigers. Up and over. Onto the roof on the Lemmon side of the court. They can't quite control it. Point given to the Tigers there after the ball hits the floor. Whistle blows. The Tigers can't quite corral that one. 12-8. The current score. Lemmon serves. Fielded by the Tigers. Set up far side, tapped over. Cowgirls a chance to do the same. Both teams trading blows here. 13-8. The lead in the hands of the Lemmon Cowgirls. Make that 14-8 as the service is not returned for New Underwood. New Underwood set to serve here. 9-14 the current score. Fielded by the Cowgirls. New Underwood establishes control, sets up far side, fires. Hits the top of the net. And that was fortunate for the Tigers as it finds a home in the center of the Cowgirls. 10-14. Service fired to Lemmon's side. Fielded by New Underwood. Sets up cross court yet again. Fire center. Lemmon does the same. New Underwood meets it at the net. However, whistle blows. Point given to Lemmon. As the block went out of bounds. Light tap coming out from the Cowgirls, reminiscent of a little floater there. Just gentle enough to tap it over and get another point on the board. And yet again, very similar strategy there. Little small taps changing the direction of the ball. 17-10. Tigers need some momentum swings in their favor if they want to close it out in 3 sets. And just like that, that might very well do it. Service into the net, giving the Tigers a point, narrowing the gap to 6 and putting service in their hands. Ball grazes the net, trickles out of bounds. 18-11, 7-point lead for Lemmon as they look to possibly turn things around and start a competitive set of volleyball. Fires cross court, fielded by the Cowgirls. They set up to do the same, taps it over. Tigers are there. They set up on the far side, change direction. Cowgirls ready for that. They set up and fire cross court. New Underwood gets contact with it, but teammates aren't there in time. 19-11, Lemmon on top. A dig coming out, a diving save on New Underwood's part. Looks like the libero, who attempted to make a diving save, might have tweaked something on her hand. She's doing some stretches here, but seems to be able to continue on. Perhaps just a stinger. Soldiers on, play continues. Fires on the far side into the net. Point given to the Cowgirls. And it seems as though the libero mentioned earlier does seem to have some pretty significant issues going on. Just being escorted into the coach's office. Apologize if I'm a little behind on scorekeeping here, as I'm trying to see the condition of the Tiger that has left the court. But it seems severe enough to cause some discomfort. I'll give an update if she is to return. 20-19, or 20-13, make that 20-14 after this ace coming out from New Underwood. Substitutions has been made. Play continues. New Underwood sets up center court, gentle tap over. Lemmon does the same. New Underwood prepared for, fires cross court into the Cowgirl territory. Cowgirls corral it. New Underwood sets up yet again, center court, taps it over. Fielded by the Cowgirls. Some Tigers bumping into each other. Lemmon fires cross court, too much on it, however. 15-20 score here today. New Underwood ready to serve yet again. Cowgirls get control. Set up, tap over to the far end of the court. New Underwood's there. They do the same. Lemmon can't quite get control of that. They make contact, however, slides off of her knuckles onto the floor. 16-20, gap narrowed to 4 points. Gentle taps coming out, set up far side, fired center. And New Underwood on a little bit of a tear here, trying their best to close the gap. Another point given to them. 3-point lead, timeout called. We'll see if New Underwood can continue the momentum into this next ad break.
New Miller Truck and Auto Body is open Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. Let their experts undo the damage you did. Call 605-342-0537. You've tried the rest, now try the best. New Miller Truck and Auto Body in Rapid City.
Advertising can be a struggle. Where to spend your money? Are you reaching the right audience? If you are looking for an effective method that reaches a large fan base at once, then here is your spot with Live Ticket TV. With over 65 schools in the state of South Dakota, we can help you find the right market. Plus, you can work with
We're back live. Small update on the Lady Tiger that left with an injury. Seemed to have been checked out in the coach's office. Came back with a pretty hefty ice pack on her hand. And so no further updates than that aside from purely visual, but she has returned to the bench. And both teams come back out of the break and score a point apiece, bringing the score to 18-21. Action at the net. Quick block coming out from the Tigers. The return into the roof on the Cowgirls side. Point given to New Underwood. That's the thing about volleyball and trying to give updates on statuses of injuries and things like that. It moves so quickly, sometimes you can't get it out. Service comes over the net. Fielded by the Tigers. Set up far side. Fires. Cross court. Attempted block by the Cowgirls. Not enough contact on it. 20-21. The current score here in New Underwood. The Tigers have narrowed the gap down to just 1 point and make that an even ball game off of the service here in New Underwood. 21-21, just 4 points away from potentially closing the third set and taking the game after being down by over 10 points earlier in this third set. Announcer's curse comes out yet again, however, as the Cowgirls fire across court, get a point on the board. And service in their hands, 22-21. Lemmon Cowgirls in the lead, and they are set to serve. Service fielded by the Tigers, set up far side. Taps it over, gets set up. Fielded by the Tigers. So far side fires cross court. Cowgirls ready for it, however, no follow-up from the teammate after receiving that spike. 22-22, tie ball game. Tigers set to serve. Too much on the follow-up serve. Point given to the Cowgirls, 23-22. Cowgirls ready to serve. Substitution coming in from the Tiger. Looks like the injured libero has returned to the court. Whistle blows. I'm not quite sure the ruling. I cannot see hand signals from my angle, but they're waving some line judges over to have a discussion. So we wait patiently for a call, and this could have a significant impact on the outcome of this third set, being 22-23 as it sits right now with Lemmon in the lead. Play continues. Timeout called, actually, rather. Not quite fast enough on that whistle. Rest assured, timeout was called before service was in the air. And a point from that previous transaction was given to Lemmon. So it seems as though the official score right now is 22-24. Lemmon in the lead. Coming out of this timeout, they might have an opportunity to take their first set. As a matter of fact, in describing all of this, I don't have enough time to take an ad break as they break huddle. And I would assume Lemmon is given the chance to serve, and they are. Potential to close out their first set here today and get some extra sets of volleyball. Shot clock goes off here in New Underwood. Play continues as normal, however. Fires cross court. New Underwood with the setup there. Right into the gaps of the Cowgirl defense. 23-24, an opportunity to retake the lead here shortly. Return comes up short from the Tigers. Point given to the Cowgirls. That'll give them the first set for them today, and that'll bring us to an extra set of volleyball into set number 4 of a potential 5. And that being said, it's time to listen to some ads.
Who's right here in the area, and a portion of all sales made go right back to the school. Get a hold of Colton today, and let's get started in helping build your brand with Live Ticket TV.
Where can you get surprisingly great rates on auto and renter's insurance? At State Farm. I'm State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, and I'm your one-stop shop in Rapid City for protecting your car and your stuff for surprisingly great rates. So stop looking around. Call me, State Farm Agent Matt McCormick, for surprisingly great auto and renter's rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Want a successful farming season? Hefty Seed Company in New Underwood loves to provide great pricing, up-to-date agronomic advice, speedy load times, and exceptional customer service. Now, we carry lawn care products, Photoxin pellets and tablets, liquid fertilizer, seed, and chemical in all different sizes. Please give Hefty Seed a call at 605-754-6170 for anything you need to make your future farming season a growing success. Everyone at Hefty Seed Company wishes everyone a safe and wonderful school year and the best of luck in all your sports seasons.
R&R Trenching in New Underwood, South Dakota is your go.
And welcome back to New Underwood after a fiercely competitive set number 3. Lemmon able to bring it back after losing the first 2 sets to New Underwood, bringing the set score to 2-1 with an opportunity to extend it even more if they can take another set. Back and forth we go. Action at the net. Interaction won by the Tigers. Top down onto the floor. First point, set number 4, given to New Underwood. Service up over the net, ruled out of bounds. 1 point apiece to start off set number 4. Lemmon set to serve. New Underwood underneath it, able to control it. Fires across court from the near side. Whistle blows. Point given to the Tigers. Should be 2-2. If I'm thinking correctly, I'm waiting for the official score to change. Block at the net. Coming out from New Underwood. And it seems as though I was incorrect. 3-1, Tigers in the lead. Another block in the almost exact same fashion. However, Lemmon's able to lift it up out of the net over into Tiger territory, getting a point on the board. 3-2, Lemmon serves. Fielded by New Underwood. Cross-court fires right down into the heart of the Cowgirls. Lots of power coming out on that one. Bringing it to 4-2. Tigers with a 2-point lead. Service up in the air. Can't quite return it accurately. Out of bounds it goes. 5-2. Service in the air yet again. Ruled inbounds. Cowgirls didn't quite commit to that one, as it was close to the out of bounds line on the far side. 6-2, 4-point lead for New Underwood. Sets up far side, fires. Cross court, attempted block, not enough on it, however. So, another point for the Tigers, and their streak of services continues. Cowgirls set up, tap it over. New Underwood does the same. Fires cross court. Ball hits the floor. Momentum continues. Set number 4 for New Underwood. After battling in that previous set toward the end there. Enough momentum changing for Lemmon to call a timeout and for us to take an ad break.
Source for all your trenching, digging, and gravel hauling needs. Tyler specializes in water lines for cattle, winter and summer water, digging basements, and installing water and sewer lines for new home or business construction. If you need it dug, R&R Trenching can dig it. Call Tyler at 605-431-2354. R&R Trenching in New Underwood, proud supporters of the New Underwood Tigers and all surrounding communities.
Danny Manholt Rapid Chevrolet.
We're back live in New Underwood, 8-2 in the fourth set of varsity volleyball, some competitive volleyball. The set score so far is 2-1 with the Tigers in the lead. Lemmon taking the third set after quite the battle. Lemmon with a point coming out of that timeout. 8-3, 5-point lead for the Tigers. Service in the hands of the Cowgirls. Fires cross court, fielded by the Cowgirls. And they can't quite get control of it as nobody's there for New Underwood, and a point given yet again to Lemmon. Back and forth we go. Miscommunication on the part of the Tigers there. Nobody calls for control of it, and two Tigers bump into each other. So 8-5, away we go. Set up cross court, gentle tap, enough to throw off momentum for the Cowgirls. 9-5 here today. Yet again, I apologize, operating on very little sleep today. So, in all likelihood, I'm relatively spacey, but still able to provide context as service falls into the net and onto the floor. Giving the point to the Cowgirls. They serve. Return on that from New Underwood into their side of the net, onto the floor, giving a point to the Cowgirls, and away we go yet again. Wasting no time getting these services up in the air as well. Throwing me off today, of course, on the day I happen to be lacking sleep. Fires. Block met at the net. Point given to New Underwood. Service into the near side of the net. Service will exchange to the Cowgirls. 8-10. Tigers with a 2-point lead. Attempted return off the serve flies into the hands of a spectator in New Underwood. 9-10, 1-point lead. Service in the air, established control by the Tigers. Fires cross court, fielded by the Cowgirls. Up and over. Attempted return, miscommunication there. Yet again, not quite sure who to take the hit on that one. So it just falls to the floor. 10-10, tie ball game. Service fielded, far side, tapped over to the near side, right where the Lemmon Cowgirls weren't ready for it. Another point on the board for the home team. Add one more to that total. New Underwood, yet again sitting in a 2-point lead. Cowgirls clear out of the way that serve as they seem to think that was going out of bounds. Lands inbounds. 3-point lead to the Tigers. 10-13. Service away. Return into the bottom of the net on the Cowgirls side. 14-10. Tigers with the lead. Whistle blows. Service in the air. Service close to the out of bounds line. Ruled inbounds. Another point given to New Underwood. That was very close. I got a good look at that one. New Underwood having difficulty Lemmon rather having difficulty returning these services coming from New Underwood's side. Another consecutive point, about 4 or 5 off of those services there. And a timeout is called, which means it's time to listen to some sponsors.
Cars. You heard that right. We don't just sell cars, we buy them too. We make cash offers to purchase local cars, trucks, and SUVs every day. Tired of listing online? Tired of messages? Or just tired of making payments? Whatever the reason, make an appointment at rapidchevrolet.com for a no-obligation appraisal. It's fast and free. When you're ready to sell, we're ready to buy. At Danny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Rapid City. Danny Menholt
When selling your home, your personal style may not be for everyone, but RE/MAX agent Bart.
Back live here in New Underwood, 6-point lead for the Tigers. Set number 4, 2-1 set lead in the hands of the Tigers. A chance to close it out here. Competitive volleyball so far. Lemmon taking the third set in very spectacular fashion. Back and forth third set as a miscommunication happens on the Lemmon side of the ball. Ball goes into the net, hits the floor, widening the gap to 7 for the Tigers. 17-10 is the score. Service in the air, inbounds, not handled by the Cowgirls. 18-10, 8-point lead for the Tigers. Service continues. About 8 or 9 consecutive points here from New Underwood. And a retaliation directly into the net yet again. 19-10. Streak continues. This libero that is serving had a hand injury earlier in the game. Seems to still be struggling with that and is serving rather unorthodox, doing a very exaggerated over-the-head windmill to maybe make up for some missing power. A block coming out at the net from New Underwood. Ten-point lead on the board. Back and forth we go. New Underwood fires. The Cowgirls can't quite handle it. Ball drops to the floor. 21-10. What a momentum swing coming out here in New Underwood. Ball returned into the net, however, off of the service. New Underwood allows the ball to hit the floor. 10-point lead, 11-21. Lemmon serves. Fielded by the Tigers. Hit into the net on the far side by one of the Lady Tigers. Point given to Lemmon. Serve in the air. Tigers underneath it. Hit from center to center court. Lemmon sets up for the spike. Met at the net by a group of Tigers. Successful block. 22-12, 10-point lead for New Underwood. 3 points away from closing out the fourth and potentially final set here today. And the serve is returned out of bounds as the Cowgirls scramble to get a hold of that one, and they can't quite do it. 23-12. New Underwood on top. Service comes up short, directly into the net, giving the Tigers another point. 24-13, set point in their hands. We'll see what happens here. Service up and over, fielded by the Cowgirls, tapped into Tiger territory right where they're not. And point given to the Cowgirls off of that misdirection. 14-24, Tigers on top. Lemmon serves, fielded by the Tigers. Cross court, sets up to fire. They do so. Point on the board, and that brings an end to this one. 25-14. Took 4 sets to do it. New Underwood takes the game 3-1, advancing their record to 11-8 on the year, bringing the Lemmon Cowgirls down to 10-9. Snapping a losing streak that took place on the road, looks like the Tigers might be comfortable at home as they finish out the rest of the volleyball season this year. And with that being said, I'd like to thank you for your time, for listening at home, and you'll hear from me soon. The next couple games coming up for New Underwood, I will not be here. So I will find a replacement for the upcoming game on what I believe is Saturday the 8th. But until then, you will hear back from me later on in the year. And so thank you for listening, and everybody have a great day.